So the outside living space, our big patio, our pool, the couches, the lounge chairs, my husband's outdoor cooking area, it really is just an extension of our home. For 7 to 8 months out of the year, we literally are out here every single day at some point. And so a couple years ago, we started talking about doing a huge upgrade, adding something to our outdoor space. And every year we talk about it, we just put it off. And last winter, we made the decision we were going to do it. And so we searched high and low for the best version of exactly what we wanted. Y'all, it is here. We installed it last weekend ourselves, and you are going to die. If you have an outdoor space, you are going to want this. We put up this gorgeous pergola, so my husband can now cook out here year round and not be scorched by the sunshine, rained on if it's pouring, and he can even cook in the snow. The day before our pergola arrived, I wanted to come out and prep this area. I wanted to use my brand new power washer and get back here and just clean all the concrete. This area where Randy's cooking stuff hasn't been cleaned in probably a couple years because I could never move it all. So we came out here, moved all the grills, got rid of a 15-year-old table and some chairs that had just been sitting here unused. I power washed the entire patio. It was so easy with my electric power washer and the 15-inch surface attachment. Literally, this was a breeze. Here's the power washer, super simple to move around. That's my little attachment that I'm going to put on the wand. I have the nozzle on there just to like get around the edges. But I have done like our entire patio. Everything is done except for this little strip over here. Whoops, my camera got blurry, and that last little section, but I've done everything else. But watch this. I'm gonna come over here and touch one button. And that's it. It is running, and off I go. I even got so excited at how quickly I was able to get the back patio done that I did halfway up our sidewalk, as far as my garden hose would reach. Look how good my patio looks. It is so spotless, except for one little bit of bird poop that just happened. But look how pretty everything looks. And let me show you this sidewalk. It is amazing. I don't know if I showed you all before how dark it was. Look at this. So clean. And you can see up here what it looked like, because this was my stopping point. Look at that. Old, new, and a baby frog. Oh, hello, little, there he goes, little frog. But I am so happy with this. Amazing. Then the pergola arrived. So the delivery company set all 8 pieces on the sidewalk beside our house. Randy and I brought everything around. And then that whole weekend, we had planned to work on the pergola. So all the boxes were labeled box 1 of 5, box 2 of 5, box 3 of 5, because the pergola itself comes in 5 boxes. And then we had 3 roller shades. So those were box 6, 7, and 8. So the pergola arrived a day before the big holiday weekend that we just had, and we actually put it together ourselves. No joke. And it was so simple. The instruction booklet was easy to follow. Everything is just kind of snap it together. FlexPatio really just thought everything through. How could they make the assembly of the pergola easy for its customers? And we really appreciated that. So because this section of our patio is in the sunlight, like direct sun from like 10:30 on, we came out here 3 days in a row. We came out kind of early in the morning and spent about 2 hours a day. It took us a total of 3 days to get the pergola up. So first we had to build the frame, get the 4 main posts up. Then we put on the beams overhead. That was honestly the hardest part, getting the 2 main beams up, because we both had to be on 8-foot ladders and kind of steady everything. My son-in-law ended up coming over and helping my husband drop in the louvers. I could have easily done it, but he's so much taller than me. And he said, hey, I want to do it. So they were able to get the louvers dropped in and the roof of the pergola operating in about an hour. It really was that simple. And then we put in the roller shades and boom, here we are. So if you've ever looked for outdoor pergolas like we have, Everything that we found was not what we wanted. It did not have the features we wanted. If in order to close the louvers up here to keep us out of the sun or the rain, we were going to have to come out here in the sun and rain and crank them by hand. That is not what we wanted to do. So when we discovered this pergola by a company called FlexPatio, the bells and whistles are going to blow your mind. So everything about this pergola is motorized. The louvers up above are fully motorized. You operate them by a remote control. We can even be in the house and open and close the louvers. The pergola walls are made of aluminum. You can get them in 4-inch walls. We got 6-inch walls simply because we can get major rain here, tornado threats, lots of wind, and so we wanted the 6-inch beams just for stability, honestly. We added motorized roller shades on 3 of the 4 sides. So if my husband's out here and we're just in the direct sun most of the day here in this area, he can raise and lower the roller shades to keep him out of the direct sun. And because one side of the pergola is up against our house, obviously we didn't need a motorized shade for that point, but the other 3 sides, which are just in full-on sunshine all day long, he can now control the shade. So my husband has everything set up. He's got his little kettle grill, his pizza oven, his gas grill, his smoker, and since we got this pergola installed, he has been cooking like crazy. So now that the pergola's up, we are so excited about all the features. Like I said, we can open and close the louvers. We can keep the rain out. If it's snowing, my husband can even come out here and grill. We can now use our pizza oven year round. I know that's what he's really excited about, but I am excited about one little feature. And honestly, when we ordered this pergola, I did not even know this feature was built into it, but it is the coolest thing. So see that little white track that runs all along the roof line? That is actually an LED light that is built into the pergola. So I'll turn it on for you all tonight when it's a lot easier to see, but that LED light changes colors. Red, blue, green, orange. You can control it with the remote control. How bright do you want it? You can dim it. You can have it just be a regular light. You can have it cycle on and off. It is the coolest thing. So now, even with that light, makes it even better for my husband to be able to come out here and grill in the wintertime when it's pitch dark. He can turn on those LED lights and see exactly what he's doing. So I have to give a huge shout out and say thank you to FlexPatio for sponsoring a portion of this video. If you would like your own pergola, their website will be linked in the description box below, and I have a secret just for you, 15% off discount code that is valid on the purchase of your pergola. If this is something you have ever considered getting, I highly recommend it. It was so easy to put together, very functional. The features that come in this platform are top notch, and this pergola was so well worth the money. It has been such a fantastic weekend. Beautiful weather. We've been outside from literally the moment I get up, I go outside, I have my coffee, I walk around. We've been in the pool, we've had snacks outside, and my husband is outside right now grilling barbecue chicken for me, a steak for him. I'm in the house doing baked potatoes and a fancy smancy salad. The baked potatoes just came out of the oven. They're a little special. They're like half potatoes with Parmesan cheese and all the things. And I'm getting ready to mix up my salad. So let me show you how I do it. It's really simple. For the potatoes, just cut them in half, rub them in olive oil, season with salt and pepper, and underneath each potato is a pat of butter and some Parmesan cheese. Lay your potato down, bake it in the oven, 425, 30 to 35 minutes. And here's my secret to a really great salad. And this applies to any kind of salad that you're gonna make. I got these new, really pretty wooden bowls, and I'm gonna pour in my Italian dressing. We're just keeping it simple tonight using Olive Garden Italian. But put your dressing in the bowl first and smear it around in the bowl and on the sides. Then add in your lettuce. We're doing just like a Cobb salad, so I have some chopped up broccoli, some red bell pepper that I've cut up in little teeny skinny strips. I also have some tomato that is fresh out of my in-laws garden. It is so good. So I chopped it up, Then I have some red onion. The secret to a great red onion is just for about 10 minutes, let the onion soak in a little bit of water, a dash of vinegar, and some sugar, and it'll take that sting out of the red onion. I'm gonna add in my cheddar cheese and give my salad a really good toss. I have these matching wooden kitchen utensils that I adore, and it just makes my salad look so good. So add in my chopped bacon and my croutons, and we're ready to eat. So I put it on the table just like this. Cut your potato open long ways and pop it open just like you would do a regular baked potato. But trust me, this is so good with that crusty layer of Parmesan cheese. Put in your butter, your sour cream, or cheddar if you want to, and you have a delicious meal. This is so fantastic, so simple to make, and absolutely yummy. So we were in the house eating dinner and it started raining, and I want to show you how dry it is under my husband's pergola. Look at that, rained out here, totally dry under here. All of his stuff is dry. And look at these LED lights. Is that not the coolest thing you have ever seen? So fun, love it. And he had the louvers closed, so when it rained outside, his stuff didn't get wet. Well, y'all, we've had a great weekend. We love being outside. We love our outdoor area. We use it. It is some of the best money we've ever spent, just like extending our home into this outside space and cooking outside and all the things. So remember, if you're interested in a pergola like the one we have, there's a 15% off discount code listed in the description box just for you. See you later.